This is the final bit, and this is probably the least inspiring for me, but this is going to give me the opportunity to improve the current state of the tools that I bought here. There's a lot of rust here, there's a lot of cobwebs, there's a lot of stuff. So there are opportunities here. There's possibly only one that might, could even get exciting, but ultimately it's just a matter of repairing them and restoring them and stuff, really. And there's one or two little things that I found hidden in the bottom of the box that I'm actually really quite excited about for some really banal, mundane reason. And here they are. Look, these are like tape measures and stuff. I got one of these when I was a kid, right? And I used to go around measuring everything, including the cat. The dog used to get the right ump, especially as I already had his full inside leg. And then obviously I got a bigger one as well. Right? My dad gave me one of like these when I was a kid, and it's like I haven't seen one of these for years. Along with one of those tape measures, you know, like the rolly up tape measures with the windy handle, right? So it's really, this bit's for me, right? This is like nostalgia all over again. The next bit is kind of, yeah, the least inspiring, but there you go. So we've got some bits and pieces that obviously just need repairing. That probably could make a whole new plane. This is quite an interesting piece of metal for the simple reason that apparently, where is it? Is it on here? Can you see this thing? It's actually still warranted, right? I wonder if it's still under warranty. Yeah, find the manufacturer and send it back. Say, I've broken something. Can I have a new one? All right, and then there's another blade there. Again, lots of rust opportunities to get rid of. Thank you very much. In terms of little stuff, oh, hello. Oh no, there's this thing here. I don't know what this is. It's got to be some plane of some sort, right? And then there's a handle probably there that could be Googleable. Anyway, right, what else we got? We got little things. This is quite dinky, right? Again, oh, here we go. Got some writing. What's that writing say? That says steel, popular. Does that say? That says unbreakable. Challenge accepted. Right, so I have one of those, and then we've got another one of those. Well, I guess it's another one of those little one, dinky thing. And again, the bottom looks pretty good. Needs to be. Oh, look at the dink out of that shit. Luckily, Paul Sellers has been educating me on how to straighten up blades on planes and stuff. This one is rusty as fuck, right? So that's a great opportunity. That is going to look fabulous when it comes out of the electrolysis box. Yes, I'm going to try and use a car battery in the garden to try and not blow shit up. Right, and then back over here, we've got more exciting tools and things there. And then there's big ones, right? There's big ones here. There's a big one there that looks vaguely something, I don't know. Maybe I'll set Sean off on researching that because he likes that sort of thing. And then there's another, I guess that's probably a size 4, if we call that a Stanley. And then there's a bigger one, which I guess is probably a 5. That isn't particularly interesting because it's got a plastic handle and a plastic knob, but you know, it's a bigger metal plane. This one is one Sean might get excited about because it's got a rosewood handle, it's got a metal sort of jobbly there, and there's a serial number, Sean, so I expect your homework to be in by the end of the day. The only disappointing thing is it doesn't have a knob, right? But again, you know, I'm not particularly worried about that. I'm sure we can find a rosewood knob somewhere. And then finally, these two, which are probably the most interesting because I have no fucking clue how they differ. Are they edge planes? Who knows, right? There's a thing there. That's a Stanley. Let's go Stanley number 78. Right, so Stanley was busy. And then there's another metal one there, right? Again, that one's not particularly rusty, which is kind of cool. Right, and so there you go. Oh hello. Might not be a bit rusty, but fuck me, there's a hole in it. That's impressive. Right, there you go. Quick scan around, just so that you can see if we've missed anything. And there we go. So that was the full set, with the exception of a few hole making leather things, from the Ipswich consignment. Stay tuned for another exciting episode of What Shit is Duncan Going to Buy in the Next Auction? I promise I don't have a problem. Hello, my name's Duncan. I'm a toolaholic. Maybe.